Wait for it to grab it.
Press connect.
Wait for it to.
Oh. No, you ain't even got to press connect.
Once it turns red, then can I go live?
Daniel Jones really don't look bad.
You guys on? Everybody good?
Boom, 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 boom.
Shout out to all my barber. Shout out to all my stylists. With beards and bald heads. Your host Fat Lace. Sorry to everybody on the IG. It ain't on there. I'll try to figure something out in the fuel. Got the flies guy to the left of me. Repping our team.
This guy.
Terrible, man.
Repping our team. Repping that red and gold, baby. Them Niners.
Terrible.
What's their coach name?
What's our coach name again? I'll be in the game, you know what I'm saying? I don't even pay attention to the sideline. Like,
This guy's terrible.
I'll be focused. I don't, who I coach?
Kyle Shanahan.
I would have said John Madden. Like, that's how bad I am with football. He said
Coached Oakland.
he coached Oakland. Who?
John Madden.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. So shout out to all my Niners. What we like 8-0?
Wow.
We 8-0, right?
Yeah. Next topic, yo.
Yo, football fans aren't too friendly, yo. B, I know yo. Shout out to the Soul Survivor over there, Barry.
Yo, what's good?
Coolin' Barry. Are your Raiders fans a little bit more friendly, or y'all known for having like beef with everybody? Did y'all grow over the years, a little bit more mature?
I think we kind of like stay to ourselves until somebody say something to us.
I am not gonna jump on that Raiders bandwagon.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. Cousin D, we already know what you rap for.
Chance.
Now, what happened with Baltimore? Did they win or lose? What's going on?
They won. It's all right. It's
Oh,
not the end of the world.
Who won?
Baltimore won.
Oh, I didn't know. I saw my man on IG.
I don't sweat the little things.
No doubt. Just got Cousin D in the building. They miss you, D.
That boy Lamar
I've been
Jackson.
all over the place.
I'm proud. I'm happy for him though, because they was kicking his back in when he came in the league.
Nah, they did the same thing. He had it. He just had to go improve. I knew he was.
That's a
gonna be
black
all
quarterback, right?
Yeah, but they was acting like he's not gonna be it. He's not gonna last.
Then they don't got eyes for football,
He's
man.
another
You watch him throw that thing
RG3.
around at Louisville,
Yeah,
and
but
he got an arm. You knew he was gonna be. He's gonna be all right. He's not an RG3. Like
Hell yeah.
he makes safe plays. He don't take big hits.
his style can't work in the league. They said all of that about him.
That has
last
been
year.
disproven countless times.
Exactly, but they keep coming at us.
And then on top of that, they have the right. They have the right offensive coordinator.
Look at
That's the dude that had from the Niners, Greg Roman.
Talk about it, B. To all y'all, like
When Cap was there, that's the same offense.
they're gonna learn about the black quarterback.
Yep.
Stop sleeping on them.
man, we are gonna go when it comes to race and sports. One of the topics for the night we're gonna get to it in a little bit. We're gonna talk about because they can't wait to just
Shouts to Canelo.
that's our quarterback, right?
Oh my God.
That's
Nah,
our-
Canelo's a boxer.
Oh, that's our boxer. I thought what's our quarterback name?
Jimmy
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo. I knew it was one of them lows, and you know what I'm saying. I just couldn't get it together. You know what I mean? Yeah, one of them.
Ain't no R, ain't no us, nigga. Ain't no we.
Yo, T. Yo, when I show
He
y'all
said,
my
you ain't in on this,
yo,
man.
yo, D, you remember my starter from Cook School? I had the sand for the red joint. You remember?
Nope. I remember the Carolina one. That's it.
Oh man,
You bleed blue. That's all.
I do.
Look, I had the Niners leather in third, fourth grade.
Yo, I was down in 5th grade. Yo, B, I ain't know you didn't. B, I'm telling you, I was what? Shout out to my boy Dwayne Austin. He had the same one. But D, you know what time it was?
Everybody was trying to rock my team at one time. Frauds.
Everybody. They made
Bunch
us
of
tough.
frauds.
Yo, we thought we was tougher with your team.
Bunch of frauds.
If we had Raiders on, I swear I could snuff everybody with a Raiders hoodie, jacket, headband, whatever. Raiders was it. Yo, it was a dope weekend for some people. They were still celebrating that Halloween. It was kind of funny because like in the middle of the week, people getting dressed. The guy always Halloween layover. I want to give a shout out to my boy Not that one. Where my boy Spades? My boy Spades.
Yo, he did.
Spades always gets
doing his
busy.
thing on Halloween.
Shout out to my boy Spades, always killing it.
He had the whole Will Smith theme for the week.
I forgot what Will Smith one this was right here.
That's what you are, my
Talent show.
sunshine.
That's the talent show.
Where he had to get extra
Sunshine.
credits to graduate or something like that. So he had to take that. Like, class.
This one right here was super crazy. Then he flipped it the next day off the
Yeah, the classic.
Or
the
that's
classic,
The intro. That's the
intro.
outfit.
Intro, yeah.
One like a rack over at I think where was he? One of the clubs.
What,
Barcode. I think he won a rack over at Barcode. Yo, shout out to my boy Spades. Yeah, one of the best to
he
do
had
it.
one more. Then
Yeah, he had another one.
What was the other one he
He
had?
had the inside out suit jacket.
I'm not sure if I caught that one.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I saw that one.
You know, the classic inside out school jacket. The one that, the rest of the kids wore the blazer. He wore his inside out.
Oh, he did that one too.
Yeah, he got it.
Yo, I'm mad I don't have that one up here.
You know, Will Smith actually has a clothing line out with that
Yeah.
pattern.
Say word.
Yeah, they do.
With that
Yo,
pattern.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Called Bel Air Athletics.
Man, it was. I'm not sure if any of y'all got dressed up with a lady. I've done it before. It's been a while, but there's some people out there who does, and it's cute. I like when they brings them together. Bay, let's do this.
Dressing up is nice.
It's nice. Unity. Some more people with their unity. Got Dwayne Martin. No, I'm like Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade and what's wife?
D-Wade and Gabby.
D Wade and Gabby.
How about to say, yeah, Dwayne Martin and Tisha
Oh, they
Campbell.
Millie
Yo,
Vanilli?
word. Millie
Oh, that's
Vanilli.
hard.
This was L. This Millie Vanilli was L. We got T who this? Be knowing everybody.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper and
His wife.
and his
who he
wife.
loves.
That's definitely his wife.
And his wife. I think they nailed it.
Chance got a baldy?
That's a good question.
I don't know nothing about that dude.
Did he
so-
come home? Chance, yo, shout out
Chance
to
the
Chance.
Rapper has no reason to come home.
Yeah, well, it looks like he
I don't
came
think that's
home.
old.
I don't even know. They killed it on this one. Some of them wasn't new. I just like the way they rocked out. On the Halloween tip right here. What else we got up in here? We got your boy. This your boy right there, Philly Finest.
Who's that, Pharrell?
Nah, not Pharrell. What's
That's
the
John Legend.
John Legend?
John Legend?
You got John Legend.
Nah. I don't know
Mario
who that is.
and the queen was the princess. That's his wife right there. Shout out to them.
Forgot her name too.
Who else got busy on the Halloween tip? Not him right there, but we're gonna get to him. Another one.
That's John Legend.
That did John Legend. Same one. That's John Legend.
Oh, they was doing multiple.
They
outfits?
did multiple right there.
I seen Russell Wilson and Sierra's.
I saw Russell Wilson and Sierra's. They was L.
They did the Beyonce.
They did the Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Yeah.
The Carters album.
Yo, is it? What y'all think about these kids right here? When it comes to this,
Love
kids
those
always
guys.
cute. Kids always cute when they get dressed. Got the Tootsie Roll. What's this right here? A mop? What's it's a,
Yeah, I don't
yo,
know what that is.
that's ramen.
Ramen noodles.
Somebody dressed their kid as a pack of ramen
Oh,
noodles. It's
couple
crazy.
You seen that lady that dressed her son up as the Popeye chicken sandwich?
I saw that one.
That's
I saw
crazy.
that one. You got the.
She was Annie.
I didn't see the Annie part.
She was Annie. She was the lady in the commercials. And her son was the
Got
chicken
macaroni,
sandwich.
I didn't. Yo, I gotta see.
banana. Oh shoot.
Yo.
She was the lady.
She was the lady, and her son was the
Popeyes.
chicken sandwich.
I didn't see
My little
that.
nephew was a baby
crazy.
shark.
I think Baby Shark was a popular
Baby
one.
Shark was a popular one this
Baby
year.
Shark winning.
You hit a button and it sang Baby Shark.
Oh
so
man, I would
had
have
to
never
get away
got
from him
that
real
thing.
quick.
What is your favorite part about Halloween?
Right now, nothing.
Seeing the
Maybe an adult Halloween party because women do
I mean,
like to
seeing
wear
the,
some
I
skimpy
think
costumes.
seeing the
Some
interesting
do.
Yeah, with
costumes,
that.
seeing the
Whoa.
costumes, that definitely.
Some women.
What you reading my mind? Huh?
Yeah, I just want to know if that was what y'all like the most when the women gets.
Yeah, I like
Kind of do that anyway, but I guess
They kind of do. They kind of live in Halloween every day with these filters, with the dog joints
True.
and all types of animals.
Louis Vuitton face.
Yo, is some women I don't even know what they real face like. What's your acne be like? You know,
Nah, he's definitely.
what's his skin cleanser like? Why they got all the filters? It's,
And that makeup thing come up and it's a
And we don't mind
whole-
bumps.
it's
We
a
don't.
whole- It's a whole argument, boy.
it is. We don't mind bumps. We love you how you are.
Whole argument.
It is a whole argument,
It
but
is.
the way they get with not even makeup with what would you call that? Just filtered out.
I mean,
It's like it's Halloween every
that's
day.
a good word for it, filtered.
Filtered out.
They'll say it's toner and foundation.
Said toner and found it.
Foundation and all
I'm not
that
even
type
talking
of
about in
stuff.
real life. I'm talking about like the pictures.
Oh man,
Like-
no,
like
actually, you know what?
That's
You know,
what's
you know
called
when you said
fraud.
that, it was a female. It was a female argument. Two people arguing on social media. One was arguing. I guess she was the team filter, and the other one was team makeup.
Team makeup.
And team filter was arguing with each other because the team filter was like she don't wear makeup. So team makeup was like, well, you filtering. What's the difference? So I'm sitting here watching them go back and forth on social media, and they both had a lot of good points.
What were some of the points they was making?
But the main point at the end of the day was both of y'all being deceptive.
Both y'all, yes.
And that's how the argument started because a guy said it. A guy was like, both of y'all lying, and then
Both of y'all are lying.
yeah. So
It is. Did y'all ever run into this right here? When he says,
oh man,
me on social media versus when you run into me at Walmart, like, yo, that one chick, you was like, yo,
that's
I double tap every picture.
That's super dramatic right there.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's big change.
Yo, I've seen some changes like that. Like,
That's big change.
That's huge.
this, have y'all
weight-
ever
the
It would
weight
scare me
look
though. Like
di-
if
the
that
weight
much of a
look
change, it
different.
might scare
the
me.
weight
in the
look
morning.
different?
Yeah, the
Hair
weight
pulled
look
back. You know, it's a
Like-
different layer.
I mean, that's a picture of her when she was younger though. I don't think that was
Yo,
the same time frame.
I seen when it happens with the women
I'm not a
sometimes.
Kardashian expert or nothing, but
Y'all ever run into that? Like, oh, that's her.
Yeah, yeah.
happened to me at homecoming. Yep.
It happened
Yep,
at
damn
homecoming.
Sure did.
How was homecoming, D?
Oh, it was cool. Nice weather. 80 degrees. Can't complain.
80 degrees.
80 degrees.
You know, somebody always go to the weather. That's a cover up.
That's a great weekend.
No, it wasn't covered for
80
degrees. No.
Yo, be straight salute him. Yo, he said 80 degrees.
80 degrees.
80 degrees.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be rain.
It's supposed to be rain. All the haters wanted it to rain, so we couldn't celebrate our G-Ho, but
That's bad.
we got through.
What was the highlight of the weekend?
The game, you know, all you Howard people out there, I'm sorry, but we beat them like 64-6. So
Man, you know I'm unofficial alum now.
That's Mission College.
Yo, TJ said it. Yo, what? If two things somebody better do if they go down to Geo.
get a fish plate and buy some nutcrackers for me.
I can agree.
Now you gotta hit a day party though. All the day parties was good. You know, nice vibes. A lot of people out I ain't seen in a while, so you gotta hit a day party. You gotta get a good fish plate from somewhere.
No doubt. No doubt. About how many you were slinging them things?
I don't know what you're
Allegedly?
talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I was having fun.
You was
I was
having fun.
in the sun.
Having fun in the
About
sun.
200. So
Yo, shout out to everybody down at G-Ho. You know, happy you had a good time out there. The people was missing you. For real, just like, you know, the people been missing him right here. Have we been missing him?
basket case. I have. and I
Musically,
haven't.
yeah.
Musically, yeah.
Musically, yes.
Yeah, he just dropped something.
But his beats is crazy.
Yeah.
His beats is crazy.
No, like, even on the new shit,
That's what I'm talking about.
the beats fire.
Yo, the new one, did y'all listen to the new?
I tried.
I'm still a
I
fan of
tried.
Kanye's. I mean, I know people don't like his views, but musically, I mean, I still consider him in my top list of all time people for me personally.
His first 5 albums was
So I mean,
Nah, I
Amazing.
feel you, B. Like, it's hard for us to really not rock with you when you drop, like you said, 5.
I was just listening to Champion the other day.
and then I
Like,
did.
that's my joy.
The longer it took, I don't hate Yeezus.
Shout out to Queen B. You said you don't hate Yeezus?
No, I don't hate Yeezus. I thought at first I was like, what the fuck is this? But like now, not actually bad. It's not a bad album.
Yo, Yeezus, I don't know about Yeezus.
What about this one?
Shout out to everybody on the check-in. You said, what about this one right here?
What about this one? T, you like this one?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get to. Are you feeling this new album right here?
I like the beats.
Just the beats.
I mean, the songs aren't bad.
Did it bring you home? Like, did you feel like the Ghost or something?
You'll never make me feel that way on that one. But
Is it supposed to be a gospel?
It's a gospel
rap
album. It's a gospel album.
gosh.
and it's just,
See,
it
I ain't
sounds
really
like
If y'all
to
feeling
it.
Kanye, let us know what song you like on there. It was
sounds-
like it was a few songs I was feeling.
He's a
It
creative
sounds like
dude,
regular
man.
Kanye music. It just seems incomplete. Like it's no theatrics. The problem with Kanye's music, the past 2 or 3 albums, is there's no theatrics. There's no extra sounds, and that's the issue. The beats is hard.
Beats is hard.
And honestly, if you'd have gave that shit to like Pusha or Cudi or somebody, my God.
He had clips on there.
Yeah, but like if he would have gave those beats to
Go straight to him.
I mean, if we look at his track record, past 2 or 3 years, he produced the Tiana Taylor album, bangers on there. Produced Pusha shit, bangers on there.
Bangers.
The Ye album that was bad, the beats were still good. The Nas album that was bad, the beats were good.
You thought Nas was all the way bad, or
No, I don't think it was bad.
I don't think it was a
I-
bad album. I
think it needed to be more songs.
True.
It wasn't for commercial success, I think.
Oh, that was part of that 7 album, that 7 songs.
Yeah, but it should have been. It should have been more songs. It wasn't like the problem with him recently is that he hasn't been completing thoughts musically, and maybe that parallels with his mindset because when he speaks now, he says things and he says things in a way where it's to get shock value. So he doesn't complete thoughts or sentences either.
He doesn't look it all the way through.
No, he does. He just knows. He just says things and leaves it at that. He doesn't expound or elaborate on it.
Does he already feel like?
I could give an example.
Yeah, I'm trying to say. Does he already feel like he knows the answer and doesn't care? Like he's prepared for that for the defense when
No.
he gives it out,
No,
or
but-
he just says it and it is what it is.
He says it and it is what it
I
is.
think
And the
he's
problem is,
impulsive guy, I think.
but the problem is, no, he gets a piece of information and he doesn't go in depth with it. Like he'll say the Republicans freed the slaves, which is true, and he doesn't go into the part that Abraham Lincoln didn't really want to free the slaves and it was over a 100-year period. Like he doesn't get into details and then the circumstances and the reason why certain things are.
That's true. He needs a lot of detail, like
It-
the fact that Republicans,
It's clickbait.
blacks were Republicans.
It's clickbait.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King was a Republican.
Yeah, he's right.
My,
Like,
my
he's-
grandfather was a Republican.
Right.
So he's
So-
right about that.
Jackie
Right.
Robinson, Republican.
Exactly.
So his thing is he'd be like, yo, and I agree that black people have a blind allegiance to democracy or to the Democratic Party. He's right about that, and I don't care how you niggas feel about it, by the way. But he's right about that. But what he's not going into detail on, why he thinks the way he thinks. He's just saying, well, this is what this was historically, and this, and they did this. Like, yeah, but you're not telling the whole story. So
Do we owe him that? It's funny. I was talking to my boy Samad. Shout out to Samad, and I was having a conversation with him, and I'm like, back in the day when record labels had more control over artists, the artists really couldn't speak as much as they wanted. They had like a little muzzle on them. Kanye really is an independent person anyway, as far as him making music. So he's not really caring about the A&R controlling him or the record label controlling him. It's been so many times that they have him speak on these platforms, and he speaks about politics. Should they still be allowing him, like, to keep speaking about politics? Like, why isn't his wife saying, "Yo, chill"?
that's the press run. What you talking about?
It's
Because they know it's
That's
going
the
to end up
first run.
turning something into them positive. He been
Yeah,
doing
that's
that
the
back
first
since
run.
George Bush don't care about black people. So
And that's my problem.
that was
with people.
before them.
That's my problem with people. They don't because they agreed at that point in time when he said George Bush didn't care about black people, because they agreed at that time, it wasn't a problem.
some didn't.
But for the most part, we agreed.
It's funny. I agree like you, but it was so many people coming and like, "Yo, he's dumb. He's stupid. Why would he say that?" And I'm looking at them. I'm like, "Yo, he feels like us." But I wasn't thinking how you're thinking now. Like, yo, that's him. Even though he was abrupt, I'm like, I'm happy he said it. So is
He
it?
said it off of impulse.
to
He
me,
did.
So to me,
He
he's
did.
consistent.
He is consistent.
That's what I said. He's
It's
an
just that you
impulsive
don't
guy.
agree
He's
now.
been saying
Absolutely.
shit.
We just don't agree now. So why are they still giving him the platform?
Because he's fucking Kanye West.
But they don't
How
give
can they-
any.
How can they take it away from him?
Why would they give it to him? Or are they giving it to him
You
for
can't
more
give
ratings?
anybody. It's a Twitter.
Are they
Yeah,
giving it to him
away
for more
from it.
ratings?
It's Twitter.
No, I'm not even talking about Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
yeah.
the television platforms to be exact.
Yeah. I would think so, but even then, like he has one with him. Like, how do you censor him? How do you censor him?
I don't know. I'm wondering.
He can't be censored.
I think
You
about
can't.
it.
I think most people could have more cool, or not even cool, because I ain't gonna say like he was wrong, but more
You mean
people have more
integrity?
integrity, whatever you want to call it, reserved a little bit more. Some people have that one person, or a few people like, yo, chill, cool out.
Van Lathan was that person at TMZ when he was wilding,
Yeah.
But the cameras was on.
and he recently got fired
Mm.
over at TIFF.
Over Tiff, Tiffle.
Tiffed.
Tiff, I
Tiff.
thought, shout out to Trendy Tally Tiff, that's the homie. I ain't know, so what happened?
I don't know. He got into a disagreement with them folk, but I mean, he's playing them away games.
Playing them away games, man. Sometimes sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, I gotta.
Van will be all right.
It'll be all right, man. But shout out to Gabe, man. I hope all y'all check that album. You know, speaking of them games, you know, you put this up, T. Talk about my boy, man. Playing them away games. I'm going with LA. I'm rocking with the West Coast.
His unit is not.
Shout out to my barbers and stylists. Yo, what are we gonna do about my boy? About little big bro right here.
One, he's wearing a headband again.
Yeah, he's wearing a headband again.
He wearing a lot of do-rag. He trying to keep that unit intact.
That looks like
Yeah,
the Mojave Desert. Look, that looks like this pyramid.
he
It's like
having
sand.
issues.
Yeah, it's about to come off.
He having issues.
Oh no.
Technical difficulties.
Technical
Yeah.
difficulties with the wig.
Yeah. I mean, Anthony Davis had to tell him.
Yeah, and Davies definitely told him.
What'd he tell him?
He said, yo,
Fix
your
that.
head, you fix your head.
He said that?
Yeah, mid-game, fix that.
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah, you
boom.
gotta
Wow.
That's funny.
He need my man. He need my man Russ. You know, shout out to my man Razor Shaw Russ, man. I hope you get better. My man, he's nice with the units, one of Greenville's finest. Prayers up for you, man.
It's crazy. You sit here and you're watching a man that has, you could quote unquote, looking from the outside in, everything.
Yeah.
And he's insecure,
Mm-hmm.
so insecure about his hair. And nobody else would care if he cut it all off. Nobody but him.
That shows how much hair means to people.
Exactly my
It
point.
shows you that niggas is regular.
That's my point.
Yes. Hair brings everyone together.
That's my point.
Hair brings
So
perfect point.
People
B.
sit here and talk about, oh, it's just hair. No, it's never.
It's never just
Listen, I'd
hair.
rather
No.
lose my hair than my basketball ability if I was him. So
No doubt.
he's still on the right side of that.
It took Michael Jordan a little bit. See, Mike, they didn't have the technology back then for Mike. Mike
Clyde
probably would have
should-
held on too if he could.
Nah, I don't feel like he fought like Clyde Drexler fought.
Clyde is.
Oh no,
Clyde's
You
still
think
moving
Clyde
on
fought?
up.
I
He's
didn't think Clyde fought too. good.
Clyde's still looking like
Clyde
George
was just straight
Jefferson.
wearing the yo.
He's
Yo, Clyde was straight wearing the receipt. He was like, fuck it. I was like, yo, Clyde ain't even trying.
I'll put my
yo.
Just for Men right here.
Yo.
Manu Ginobili was
Put my
fighting.
Pumas
Yo,
on.
Manu was fighting. He was fighting a real
Yo.
losing battle.
It's a few
But
of them out
I
there
always looked
fighting.
at Clyde like he really, at the end of the day, didn't care, yo, because we could see the shadow like all the time. Like he didn't even really have it
He
trimmed up
waxed
that
it, word.
good. At least Mike kept his shit shaved. Like Mike kept his shit clean. Once he went bald,
Sometimes I see.
with no more trace of hair for
that
Mike.
he is me.
But Clyde, you could see that shadow.
check
come
Mike
on,
out.
yo. Clyde was wild.
Shout out to my boy Anthony Avent on the pick. I want to know did Mike score on you or nah? Right here, that's big bro.
Mike,
Right,
That was
Pennies
buckets.
it's Mike with the pennies on. It's a special one. And let me know. Did you foul him? Ant? Shout out to my boy Anthony Avent right there.
Yo, he wore those for one game.
One game.
Yeah, to honor him. That's crazy. Isn't
Yo.
that crazy?
That is crazy. That is crazy
Penny
right
Hardaway
there.
was a bad man.
He sure
Best
was.
player in the league put my shoes on.
That's L.
That's crazy.
That's L. Yo, man, speaking of faking the funk, y'all know I'm a 90s hip hop dude. You say faking the funk when it comes to the head. Did this man right here, is he faking right now? DJ Envy, like every chance Charlamagne get, he
That's a
keep
nice
talking
ass
about him.
jacket.
That's a fly jacket right there. You know, it's not even no hate on Envy.
Very-
But I just want to know you
it's
got the
very
plugs.
sophisticated.
Does he have the plugs? This ain't the best shot of because I think he specifically makes sure he doesn't have a shot too close of his head to show. But yo,
He might be. I
Charlamagne
don't be
stay
him
getting
like
on him.
that. Word.
He never had the dark hair like that. He always had the little thin joint.
He was holding on for a
I
while.
think he was holding on for a while.
I mean, it came back, so
It came back, but out of where?
out of where?
What was he?
They might have took it off of
That black seed oil.
That black seed oil was off nutcrackers. What made his hair grow?
Transplanted from like his armpit or something.
I think he did.
I did like that. I like both of their. That's a nice ensemble they had.
Nah, they definitely do it up.
That coat she got on is fly as hell too.
Nah, they definitely do it up. Shout out to Black Love.
The trench. That's the look for this.
That
the
is.
fall. That's the look for the fall.
That's gonna make me lose some weight.
That's my thing right there.
That's the look for the fall.
I'm gonna lose some weight for that one right there. I can't have a gut with that right there. Speaking of these hairstyles, is our boy? Is he implanting? I need to know. I don't.
Somebody said he had not implant, but somebody said he would be wearing like a process. Sometimes his hair be curly.
Sometimes it's curly. I don't.
That's what somebody like they say be curly.
I just heard that nigga on Tank album doing spoken word.
Nah.
It was real.
I
Freaky.
heard that.
Well, he was known for
Was
spoken
that
word.
spoken word, or is that a
was-
acapella freestyle?
Nah, he known for spoken word.
Yeah.
He was big on the scene back in the day.
wasn't good, though.
We're talking about Amari. We're talking
It
about
wasn't.
Ghost.
It wasn't good.
No.
It sounded crazy.
What-
I wasn't impressed.
Was it better than this season right here? I know we keep talking about it, like, or that last episode. Like, what's going on, my Power fans? What's good? Let me know how y'all feel
Yeah.
when y'all was watching that last one. Shout out to everybody. Yo, Rolly, what's good? Shout out to my brother Bobby Stone.
Interested in seeing if that is even.
Shout out to
royal.
everybody. Queen on the check in.
Are we on the stars? I mean the power segment.
We still on the Power.
Ugh,
So let's get back to it.
horrible.
I was just checking people on the check and see what they felt. Let us know how y'all felt about that last show of Power.
Horrible.
I'm feeling like Game of Thrones all over again. That's what I'm starting
Game
to
of
feel
Thrones
like.
at least had good cinematography.
Well, not
And-
that part of it. I'm just
And I
talking
think
about
the writing. The writing.
The writing. There
I don't
you
think
go.
that
The
but power writing is worse than Game of Thrones writing.
Right, but you see,
And-
the build up. Well, yeah, I had a way bigger build up for. Game of
Actually, I don't
Thrones.
even think Game of Thrones was horrible.
No, but for me personally,
It was a letdown.
Right.
We know why Game of Thrones is like that. We know why they were
Right.
rushing it.
Right.
The writers was
Exactly.
bouncing to do Star
Yeah.
Wars, which now is cut.
Right.
They had reasons for that letdown.
We get it.
This was anticipated like to be.
So what's going on with us?
The writing is
With
bad.
us?
With Power? Because I'm saying regular people.
They don't
'cause
know
I
how
don't,
to-
I don't
they-
deal with the game.
they
All
don't
y'all
know
Game
how
of
to
Thrones
end
except
it.
me.
You had about
They don't know
9
how
people
to-
trying to go shoot ghosts at the same time.
was
Like, is his
terrible.
schedule that broadcast that
who
everybody
killed him?
know where he's gonna be
Who
at
killed him?
I
that
think
night?
it's Tariq.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's
Yo,
Tariq?
And I don't even know if he's dead, but
Yo,
I think Tariq shot him.
It looked like
Tariq ain't
it
even
looked
have a
like
gun.
the end of a Spike Lee
We don't know
Plus
play.
he got
we
one
don't-
from
we don't know
Tasha.
what Tariq got.
But everybody else that they showed in that, had
Tariq
a
was the only
gun
person in the building.
or could get a gun.
Tariq was in that building.
Tariq
No one
was
else
in the building.
in that building.
But he was outside of the building too.
Well, also
They showed him walking down the street and stuff again. So
true.
he left.
But also maybe he set it up.
See what happened last
because
time
the
we
thing
tried
is-
setting something up.
Because the thing is, where my mind is at the moment, when he asked Ghost about Breeze, he explained why he killed Breeze. And he told him that he gave him a second chance.
I definitely recognize that part.
And then when he went up to Ghost to ask him, "You really want me to turn myself in?"
Salute.
That was your
Thanks,
second
Dick.
chance. That was Ghost's second chance. And then it's like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
So you think the son took him out? I mean, I could see, but I
Why
don't
not
know.
Tommy?
Why not Tommy? Tommy, it would have been too much emotions. I don't think Tommy was at that point to really ready to take him out.
Especially after you just said, "Yo, you just, I know you didn't kill Lakeisha." After he just said that.
Word,
doubt.
you could have bought him right then and there.
Tasha?
Well, he didn't get a
Tasha?
chance to because
Why not Tasha?
Who the fuck was that was shooting at them? No, Cedric Entertainer, but
That was it?
yeah, but like, what the fuck? Like, where
Wow,
did that guy
I
come
want to
from?
know that too.
Who
Where
was
did that come
following-
from?
Who was following Ghost in the beginning of the episode,
They never got
And-
to that.
and who was shooting at them? Like, who? Didn't Tommy say it was two shooters?
He said there was 2.
So my thing is, do we actually? We could think outside about it. Do you actually think that they showed us all of the possible people that wanted him dead?
That's a good question.
I heard.
They didn't show who was watching him in the car, so no,
But
I don't know.
I heard. I can only say I heard because I didn't watch Power Confidential. But
I
heard-
definitely watched Power Confidential.
But I heard that she said that it was only those people.
Okay.
Now she could lie, but
That and another thing about it, the way it looked to me, I said, okay, he right before they showed him getting shot or whatever falling, they didn't show him getting shot. They just showed him falling from a shot gunshot wound. Closed his eyes. Now, is he dreaming?
True.
Is he thinking?
I mean,
that this
I thought
could
he
have
was
happened?
dreaming for a while.
Because the way he was, from his vantage point, this is just me now. I'm thinking on my Art of War shit. From his vantage point where he's standing, you can't sneak up on him, and you got to be a fucking sniper to hit him where you hit him, standing there.
True. And why wouldn't he be strapped?
See, now that's what I'm saying.
Knowing what's going on with him right there.
So that threw me. I said, okay, whoever shot him have to be an excellent shot from where he's standing. And
Eric said Rolanda. Which one was Rolanda?
That's the girl.
Ramona.
Ramona.
I don't think.
Oh.
People have been saying Ramona and Q, but I don't see it.
I don't think he's dead.
He said, peep how he fell, open arms like he was accepting a hug or something. Who could get that close?
He felt like he was going to the sunken place, and
He fell because he turned around.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Or he could have. Hey, I don't know. Thanks to you for the check-in. I want to know who.
Well, I mean, I think that's it's a stretch with his arms being over. Because if you fall, that's
You probably gonna be like this.
You reaching for life.
But hold on.
What was it? A banister right there?
It was a banister.
Yeah.
So it had to have been a hell of a shot.
It had to be a
To
big
get him
gun to
over.
push him over like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So to your point,
Yeah,
was it a
everybody
dream?
had
In a way-
nines. Everybody
Was
had
it a
nines.
dream?
Unless Tommy came out with that gun, he killed.
In the way
Parker.
everybody's coming at him, look the way they were looking. I don't think for Ghost to get killed that easily. That's the letdown for me.
Me too.
For you to approach that man in his place of business and to get the drop on him, that's what's throwing me.
What was that call when he had the cell phone to the person in jail that was down with Tommy?
I thought he was trying to
What
get,
was that?
He was trying to get him to get somebody.
I thought he was
Who?
trying to get Dre.
Probably Dre.
Because Dre was in jail.
But I thought Dre got let out.
Yeah, but at the time, I think he was in jail.
He was in
Dre
jail
was
at the
Dre
time.
was in jail at the time.
Oh.
Because after that, they had a scene with Dre and the lady, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta get me out of here. People in here trying to kill me."
But also, somebody said that maybe he called him and he set some shit up because he knew everybody was after him. Because they don't know what the favor was.
With the favor with
That's one of the dopest sounds ever in life.
what was the dopest sound? Yo, what
That's just a dope ass sound. Like Gin and Juice started like that.
Yo,
Poison.
But one thing I feel
You know
like
what it is.
this season didn't touch was Ghost's mental illness. Something's up with him.
something is up.
He's been seeing.
Well, somebody said he was schizophrenic.
Yeah, seeing
saying?
ghosts
I
and
don't-
stuff.
I'm
all
not buying
talking to ghosts all season.
All season. He just had a
Conversation with Raina and Kanan
and what was the other one? I was gonna speak the real conversation he had with his uncle. Kind of brought him back.
I mean, the
To see-
conversation with his
that's the first
uncle
time I
was
really got-
seemed like he was running from something that his dad did back in the day. His dad must have snitched or called the cops on somebody and led to his demise. But I mean, obviously he ain't been back there or seen the uncle in years. But I mean, I don't know. That was just a ploy. It seems like to get the building. I don't know. They kind of threw that one in there.
That was the first time we ever seen. We knew he had alcohol problems. Cause I remember them talking about, well, Ghost is drinking again, and they kind of made sure they plugged him. Like in the first two seasons, you would never see him drinking in the bar.
He was always pouring somebody. to
Always
drink,
pouring
though.
somebody, but he wasn't drinking. And Tasha said something about it, and now he started drinking. And so that must have been an issue or a battle of addiction with him at one point. So I don't know, man, but they talking about it's going to start off with the next 48 hours.
I don't think he's
After.
dead either way.
I don't want him to be dead.
I don't think he's dead.
But
I keep hearing I keep hearing who shot him. Who shot him? They're not saying who killed him.
that too.
True.
But and I think that his post on Instagram was just a cover up. He was pretty much saying goodbye and thank you for everything, like he was really gone. But I don't know if that's really what happened. 48 hours after, that makes it sound interesting, like he's going and somebody has to take over.
Yeah.
But
Who's gonna
take over what?
Who wants to watch
but here's the thing.
Tariq?
No,
And
but
when it
I'm
comes
not-
back,
but
the
here's
next
thing.
episode is gonna be the first 48. They've been trying to figure out who
But
killed him.
take over what though?
That's a good point.
He's legit.
The club.
He's legit. But you're going to have to move it through
That was the
club.
first party the club had all season, and he gets killed.
He gets killed. Second. No, it's the second one. They
No,
had to
that was
go
a
for Tate.
fundraiser.
The other one they got robbed.
True,
in.
true.
That was a fundraiser. That wasn't a party.
It's a
And also,
fundraiser.
what was Tate trying to tell him about Tariq?
That I want to know.
Yeah, 'cause
he started getting a little bit too big.
I feel
for
like
himself.
Tate wanted to try to put him on to say that the cops or something was
That's what
coming
it
after
sounded like
him.
to me.
Like I think Tate was trying to put him on, like, yo, they coming after you. Like I think he was trying to look out for him, but
and he started tripping.
Ghost kept pushing off on him. So
But he started acting like Martin when he won the lotto.
He did. He did.
He said, "Oh, I'm legit," and he started letting everybody know
What?
I don't need you when I collect my riches.
Now he like you said, he had him on. He had him beat. He had everybody beat.
He had everybody. He did. But it's
release
always
you.
that one you don't see.
Nigga said,
then
"I
that
release
lady
you
cop
from
was
my
going
money."
around souping everybody up.
Oh, she wildin'.
Yo, you all? Oh.
She totally.
There's
flipped
always
out.
that one you don't see.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody holler at church real quick.
She left.
What the hell?
Yeah, she flipped. He flipped out though.
We need to find out what's going on. Yo, he did bug out on that one right there. We got to get it right.
Maybe we get a brief intermission.
We're gonna get a brief intermission. Something that we
Play some
don't do.
Play some tunes.
We're gonna play some joints.
Is it because we said we don't like power?
Nah, we're gonna play some joints. We're gonna be right back. Biz and Baldheads. It's about True Lies? Happened on you check your mic D?
Check.
I'll check the other one right there. B slide on that side, B. No, nah, only on these mics right here.
Right here. Only that
Check.
camera up here.
Yo.
For some reason I don't think yours is on B. Yeah. We on. Yo, something happened with our mics, but we gonna keep the show popping.
So yeah, we were at.
So we were at, and I'm sorry that we lost all these people at this time. But moving on. Well, we was at Power. Yeah,
Was at Power.
Power's bugging. Don't know what's going on. 48 hours next episode. I don't want Tariq to be that one right now.
Yeah, we was talking about what is there to take over. I mean,
What is there to take over?
I mean, yeah, like
the
business
Queen's
and
Child
stuff like that.
Project?
Queen's Child Project.
Nah, as far as the drug game go, who was left?
Nobody.
Just Tommy.
Just Tommy, right?
Yeah,
and they just lost.
then-
They
and then
just
Tommy-
lost their
Because
connect.
Jason's dead.
Yeah, so where does Tommy get his work from? Now, two questions I need to know: the nigga that was getting that Tasha was getting work from, who was he? And the nigga that's trying to bag Tasha, who was he? Like, what is their
They
significance?
just disappeared.
The girl that he went to school with, that Tariq went to school with, that dimed him out, who was she?
Right.
They have mad storylines going, and we don't know nothing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they
like,
just closed
Bad
a bunch
writing.
of
That's where the
everything
writing
really
comes
quick.
in. What I mean, like,
When the writing just went terrible.
It looked like they were trying to do something and they changed their mind. They was gonna do something and they changed their mind. Cause the storyline, like he said, with the girl backstabbing. Well, what was her? Who was her backing? Cause he was the competition.
We don't know.
We still don't know who she was
You
with.
see what I mean? So
I
that's
thought she was related
terrible.
to Tate. Who knows?
Unless
I'm still trying to figure out her whole story or what's going on.
Unless it's gonna come into play down the line.
Like I found out who Breeze was earlier.
Yeah.
Who was Breeze?
Breeze is somebody that worked with Breeze worked with Kanan and Ghost and Tommy. He was associated with us, and Ghost killed him. Ghost killed him, shot him in the back of the head while he was watching TV in that apartment.
That was the one when he said the bullet went through, and I remember that's when he was getting him drunk off the lean.
That's why he wanted that apartment. That's why he boom rushed the old lady. He was going to kill Tariq the same way he killed
that
same way he
Jamie killed Breeze.
That's what he was going to do. That was the plan, but he started liking Tariq, I think.
He did start liking Tariq.
But that was the plan.
That was the plan. That was bugged out right there, man. Let's see what's gonna happen.
And then clearly he told him about him, but like why did he ask about Breeze? Tariq, why did Tariq ask about Breeze?
Probably some reason because of Kanan. Probably because of whatever Kanan told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Kanan probably told him like that was the first person your father killed or something. So
he basically like sit down, tell me everything.
Yeah.
Tell me everything that you did.
Confess, pops.
Tell me about all your murders.
Like, who would even talk about it at that time? Like,
talk about what?
Like, confess. Let me tell you what happened to me, son. Like, we don't do that.
Yeah, they ain't had time for that. There was only like 12 minutes of the show left at that.
Now
point.
I fell asleep like twice on it. So, my thing is who. When it comes to him, who was he supposed to confess to or turn himself into?
He wanted Tariq. He wanted Ghost to tell him everything.
So he wasn't supposed to turn himself into the cops and take the fall.
Well, also, where did that come from?
What?
Like that idea, like Tasha just came up. You want to where did that come from? That wasn't.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did I miss that?
I feel like that's something that happened back when all of that happened in that season. That's something, a conversation. You probably got to go back and check, but that must be something from a conversation from that season, huh?
He said he was going to take the weight.
Who
Ghost?
Yeah.
He
changed his mind once he saw his
once
son.
all the political stuff
Is that when
started,
he put up on Italian dude and he was like, yo, you know what time it is, or did it happen before that?
But also Ghost, Ghost knows, like, there's no change in Tariq. Tariq want to be who he want to be, and I think he accepted that finally.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I think he definitely did accept it, but I think once Tariq found out, like, Tariq was not trying to go to jail. That was bottom line.
He ain't built for it.
But the thing is, Tariq fucked up. Like,
even Tasha said it. Tasha's like, our son wasn't raised. He's not about that life.
But she's stupid as hell. Because why you teaching him to sell drugs?
Why?
Selfish. And that was a big conversation.
She was just worried about her.
Social media.
A huge conversation. Did he have the right to put his hands on her? I guess we can't never say he had the right to. But can we understand?
He apologized.
Can we understand why he put his hands on her?
I'm not condoning it.
She said she made her son sell drugs.
Right.
In her business.
Yeah,
what kind of influence is that as a mom?
Then she said she was going to go tell on him.
Yeah. He ain't swing, but he gripped her up. Like, some things deserve a firm grip.
It's
like that, nobody, he ain't hit her or nothing like that, but for the next whole episode, her arms, her sleeves is rolled up. She was trying to show everybody
yes,
her
sleeves were just rolled up conveniently the entire
trying to show
episode.
all her bruises.
What happened?
She just killed Lakeisha.
Word.
Did she deserve a snuff? She just killed Lakeisha.
I think that would have really made it hot. That would have really
made
it hot.
From somebody, from anybody.
That would have really made it hot for him.
A karma snuff. Like,
Lakeisha definitely wasn't. I mean, Ghost wasn't going to care about that.
Nah, he wasn't.
Well, he mentioned it though.
Well, yeah, because that was her.
He wasn't mad at it.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't mad. I mean, but he can't. Like, I don't think he wanted Lakeisha to die.
No,
he didn't. That's why he gave her money to go. And she was stupid.
He definitely didn't want his family tied up in her death.
He did give her money. I forgot about that.
Gave her money.
And she was being so bitter towards them that she didn't realize he was doing her a favor.
She never told Tommy that though.
No, of course
she told Tommy he gave her money to leave.
Yeah.
I thought she said that he tried to strong arm her with somebody. Oh yeah, she did. She he offered me money first. He did offer her money first before that
told
guy
Tasha where she was.
Before the guy tried to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she thought that was Ghost trying to attack, and it wasn't.
I mean, I've never been super impressed with Power, but I'm least impressed.
First 3 seasons, it was straight.
I thought the first 4 or 5, like, it was dope.
That's the
It
only
was kind of
part
like
about-
Kanye's albums. Like, it was,
This is the toughest part about these annual series. It's hard to end them.
Well,
it is hard to end them.
But it's hard when you don't have a guideline.
It's hard to end them.
True.
Like, that's why like even like the Sopranos. I mean, it was just hard to like, yeah, that's the ending, really. The Wire, that's the ending, really.
Right.
Even though I think the Wire ending was good.
But those are different endings. Those are like
ending
those are
The Wire
endings like
like that.
damn. You wanted the movie. You just
Ending
wanted
of
the story
Oz.
to
Remember
keep-
the ending of Oz?
you want
What
the
was
story
there
to
was-
keep
there
I don't
wasn't no-
remember the ending
There
of
really
Oz.
was no ending of Oz.
what they just kill out of BC or something?
I think
like
like
that?
there was an explosion at the jail, and that was like the kind of the last thing. They ain't get a new cell
Actually,
block or nothing.
I haven't watched the whole thing of Oz.
I think with Oz,
spoiler.
that's the show got canceled.
The end of Entourage.
You could tell it got like canceled.
I don't remember.
I don't remember the end because the movie came out, so it kind
I
of
heard the movie was terrible.
cheeks.
Yeah, the Entourage it was just basically
It was still regular.
no because it was never a means to an end. He was already famous. Money. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Sure.
like he was struggling to get there. He
Sure.
was there.
And know what? They
Already.
hit him. They made him hit rock bottom before the last season,
Okay.
which was good.
But they needed something to keep the story going.
And it did. And it did.
Right.
And to me, it kept it. It definitely kept it interesting.
Right. Like with Power, it was you saw the transition of Ghost wanting to go legit.
Mhm.
So
That
that
was his goal the whole time.
So that was the ends to the means to an end for this whole Power thing.
To
But-
me, I call
Entourage
Power.
never had that.
Power is a badly written Carlito's Way.
A badly written Carlito's Way. How damn.
Oh man, yeah, Carlito's Way to me was good. The second one, not
Benny
so much.
Blanco from the Bronx.
Second one, not
Because
so
like
much.
he wanted to get out.
True.
Right.
You see how that story went?
It's crazy because it seemed like all of if you look at a lot of the top gangsters. That's their
Stringer
story.
Bell, you want to get out.
That's
You
their
ain't getting out.
story. Yeah, that's their story. You want to get out,
Stringer ended up dead too.
can't get out.
But Stringer was just doing too much. That's why he couldn't get out.
Yeah, then you got guys like Frank
Walter
Lucas,
White.
who people are telling you to get out, who won't get out.
Who won't get out? Yo, speak. Yo, did y'all hear?
Ooh, I just watched Alpo.
The documentary.
Yo.
That documentary's out.
Not the whole documentary. I haven't seen a clip.
The game is crazy right now. Did y'all see
Someone
when
killing Rich Porter.
he took him out? I'm one of those big fans of all those joints on social media when it comes to the 80s crack era, when it shows the story of Alpo, AZ, Rich Porter, Kevin Childs, and they had what was on Gully TV, I think, where they showed they had him in the whip and they took him to exactly where
Yeah, he did it.
he killed Rich Porter.
Well, he didn't even do it.
Well, it was him and his mans. He was part of it. He set it up.
Yeah, he set it up. Thieves.
Been going on for centuries. That's why I still laugh at the people talking about no snitching and all this stuff.
Oh, the
Bug.
definitely snitching.
I gotta be
That
kidding.
actually is crazy to me.
Takashi's not
Because
the
it's
first
just
or the
like, yo,
last.
that is a part of the game.
So I don't understand why it's a motto for. Why is it a motto when it's
And
not
actually,
true?
the biggest snitches are the ones still operating.
And that's why I said they walking around just fine.
The biggest
There's
snitches.
no stitches.
The
Cause
biggest,
it's no stitches. Cause they weren't punks.
No stitches.
Be clear, they wasn't punks.
A lot of
Most of them.
the biggest snitches like the connects and stuff like that. They be giving out the niggas. They be giving up niggas, and then another nigga just step up.
I look at
That's
more,
why the cops don't bother them.
right. How many gangster stories we didn't see where at the end he snitched
Too many.
on everybody? So I mean, Goodfellas is a prime example. That was a classic about a snitch.
Classic about a snitch, and it makes that
Henry, what was it? Henry Hill.
Henry Hill.
Hill, famous. Sammy the Bull.
Sammy the Bull.
It's a bunch of them, man. And they said we got to go. we got to. I'm not doing 100 years for y'all.
Yo,
I'm
that
out.
one of the things we was talking about last week was the Godfather of Harlem, and when we were talking about that, one of the big things they were talking like how he didn't snitch, and that's why they respect not Bumpy Johnson. I'm about to say Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas is. It's funny when they talk about him now. Some people are like, I don't know him.
Right.
But regardless, we're talking about Bumpy
Talking
Johnson.
about Bumpy Johnson.
Frank Lucas.
Why? Because he snitched.
No, they say his credibility.
His credibility and where did he come from? Because
Right.
he was saying that he was Bumpy Johnson's right-hand man.
But he wasn't.
But he wasn't. Bumpy Johnson's wife, and I think it's the one who they portraying now, was saying, I'm not senile and I don't remember him.
Right.
I was just talking to my grandmother. She's about 90. She can remember a whole lot from years and decades back.
So who was Frank Lucas with?
He was part of
no, not
Bumpy's
Frank
crew,
Lucas, but he was part of
but
Bumpy's
it
crew.
wasn't as close as he said he was.
Yeah, so he's claiming like I was his right hand man. I was this, I was that.
Okay.
But Bumpy wasn't a snitch, and that's why on the show they still give Bumpy so much love. When he came home, it's because he didn't snitch. We were talking about how Bumpy played a big part in Muhammad Ali last week, and Malcolm X and the Muslims. One of the topics we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about how you made up a great point last week, and you were talking about how first we mentioned Muhammad Ali and how they didn't come out with his name early because they thought it was going to mess him up getting that bag.
Right.
You said another person who they didn't want to recognize was Lou Alcindor,
Yes.
a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Same type of deal around the
Same type
time.
of deal. Around the same time. Now, the difference was the NBA wasn't as famous. Well, not as famous. Wasn't as important
Right.
in sports in America at that time. NBA wasn't always the Michael Jordan era.
No, football was king.
Football was king.
Baseball?
Baseball, yeah. Football, baseball. Baseball probably was first.
Not if baseball was number one.
Baseball, will we put boxing before football?
Yes.
I don't know about the
In
money.
that era.
I don't know about the money.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
As far as popularity, yes.
yeah,
like-
popularity, but I don't know what
popularity.
I don't know what it do with that.
Yeah, football, I don't know which one had more money between football and say a
Not about
regular
the money.
boxing.
We're talking about the popularity.
Popularity. Absolutely.
Baseball, boxing,
Baseball, boxing. It was all about the live sport.
football, basketball.
Football, I guess basketball would be
Basketball was coming after football.
coming after football. Coming after football at that time. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was like, the NBA didn't even respect him. And I'm like, yo, this dude don't have his stats. That was. I'm gonna look it up in a minute. But off top, had about, I'm gonna say, a dozen or so All-Star games. A dozen, easy. Dozen or so All-Star games. 6 championships in the NBA. About almost a 5.5 dozen MVPs.
6 MVPs.
6 MVPs, about a half dozen MVP. There you go.
All-time leading scorer.
All time. I was gonna say that for last. All time leading scorer in the NBA.
Right.
And
Still, he had 4. I want to say, was it 4 NBA or 3 national championships in college for UCLA?
I think
3.
all 4 years.
All
I think.
4 years.
Yeah.
They took away the dunk because of him.
Right.
You couldn't dunk in basketball. We're talking about what Michael Jordan is known for.
You couldn't touch the rim.
Couldn't touch the rim.
Right.
Also,
Because of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Went to Boys and Girls High, and I think another was a Powerhouse High School.
This is what he won. He won his high school state championship all years he was there. He won all his years in college. He's the most winningest basketball player in the history of playing basketball.
first championship for Milwaukee.
First with Big O.
life, at every level.
Every level.
Yeah.
But he is not. And I'm gonna say Mike because you know Mike. That's my clickbait. That's what I did when I proposed that question. Because the first person we think in the NBA is Mike.
Media, yes.
Media wise,
Right.
is Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yo, we don't even think of Kareem eighth.
No.
Not even eighth. We go, all right, Mike, Magic, Larry, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, Bill Russell,
You talking
Wilt
about
Chamberlain.
a pre-marketing era though?
So, but now he was still winning Showtime Lakers.
No.
Showtime Lakers, Kareem
No.
was still winning him.
I would say
that
it was
was
pre-market,
Magic's
but
team.
no. That's what you said. You made a strong point. He's considered under Wilt
Yeah,
Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain. I said so.
Yeah.
Take that away.
Yeah.
I still Wilt Chamberlain.
Bill Russell.
Russell.
Those are guys that considered way ahead of him. Yeah.
I hear people-
Also, Wilt Chamberlain's stats weren't all recorded though.
We making up excuses or we talking the facts?
No, let's talk facts.
I mean, we can go straight up. When he went head to
He
head,
a bad
head
man.
to head, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar whipped his ass. Head to head.
Let's say
Wilt
this.
Chamberlain's ass.
He a
head to
bad
head.
man, but he ain't a guard. That's simple.
Right, but I'm saying we just saying that
Listen, Bill
when
Russell.
you talk about big men, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should be the first big man. But when we talk about accomplishments, nobody's close.
But I'm thinking about just NBA player.
Who was he playing against?
Who?
Kareem?
Yeah.
Kareem was playing against the best.
Wilt
Kareem
Chamberlain.
had better comp.
He played for
than
Wilt
Bill
Chamberlain
Russell.
to Hakeem Olajuwon.
But Shaq.
Ralph
Shaq?
Sampson.
Ralph said
Bernard
he
King.
he played against the best.
Who? Wilt?
No, I'm talking about Kareem.
I mean,
I
Kareem.
think
Will had more of an advantage than him.
When I think
He only had
centers-
8 teams in the league.
But when I think centers, it's like it's Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem, David Robinson. Like those dudes is like almost unstoppable.
That hook shot
Manu Ball.
scored the most points in NBA.
But I mean, he not unstoppable.
Who?
Who?
Manu Ball.
I was just kidding.
Oh,
Do not put Manu Ball in that conversation.
Yo,
way.
my
at
thing
all.
is,
You gotta-
we
you
talking about
gotta put
unstoppable.
Dikembe Mutombo
Kareem
where?
has the most points ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Still does.
he played 20 years.
Yes, he did.
Jordan, let Jordan had played 3 more years and not retired, and that'd be his
You
record.
got to give me credit for being able to play 20 years.
Yeah, but other people can do it. Kobe played 20 years.
But he didn't play good.
And still ain't scored as more points as Kareem and have as many championships. My point.
And shot
No,
a
but-
lot
but
of-
I'm saying
and
Jordan
shot
would've.
way more.
He didn't.
But I'm
He
saying
shot-
Jordan would have.
He didn't.
He retired.
So what?
Twice.
Okay, but
This is my thing.
So in 11 years of work, well, I'm sorry, 14 years, but in one of his years he was actually injured in '85.
No doubt.
So in that amount of time, he happened to be he scored 32,000 points. So you think another 6 years he wouldn't have beat that record?
Yo, he ain't had them white people coming at him like that.
You have to give.
He ain't had that
credit
pressure.
for-
I'm
for
not talking
longevity.
about what it coulda, shoulda.
You got to give you credit for.
I'm talking
longevity.
about what happened. Look, I'm the biggest Mike fan. I'm not talking about what coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm talking about someone who came from that civil rights era who changed his name to a Muslim name, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he does not even become the 10th person we talk about in the
Not
NBA.
even
He's
just
not
that.
a guard.
Not even just that.
But I'm talking about other people.
even-
Now,
I
you
don't-
might have a point.
I don't wanna
I'm not,
water it
not to
down.
describe what you're saying, T.
I don't want to just turn a whole lot into how we talk about him. What about how the NBA treats him?
That's what I mean. Not us as fans. Not us as fans.
Well,
Cause
he has a statue.
I mean, a statue from the Lakers, which everybody else who was great has one too. But my point is this man been trying to get work. I'm sure he wanted to be a coach.
Oh, I'm sure
And
they
all
stay
of
away.
this.
I'm sure they stay away from him
Right.
for his beliefs or certain reasons or being outspoken. He
Yeah,
definitely doesn't play the
exactly.
political.
But
How you know he don't got nothing to do with it?
Who's to say that?
How you know he want to be a part?
He wants to be. He said it. He said it. He's applied and
that's a good point, D.
and things are like that. So you can look it up. He's wanted to be a
I
part of the
won't
league.
disagree with that, but when we're talking about his legacy, I'm not going to say that's because his legacy isn't affected because of that, in my opinion.
As far as basketball number legacy, no. But the way he's looked at in terms of overall status as a player, he should be revered with Michael or more than Mike. Should be.
I feel you cut. My cousin Bill said, Kareem transcended the game.
Exactly.
He took stances with Jim Brown, Ali, and they were fighting for rights in the 60s. Shout out to my cousin Bill on that. Shout out to Rolly too. What's going on, Rolly? So with that being said, does that play a part on why he is not reserved in the NBA as one of the greatest.
No, I just simply think it's this.
I think, like T said earlier, he missed his time.
He didn't change the game the way like I said, the TV game, not the game. He changed the game, but not the TV game. Like how Magic and Bird and how Jordan, like that 80s era when we all got television sets and cable, like, and it was like, you know, spread, like everyone had it. Like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, and Mike Tyson, you were able to see that on TV, and it wasn't like difficult to see as it was before. And then,
so he missed his time of media.
yes, Michael Jordan is simply, if it was fucking
It started with Magic.
if it was
like you
Julius
said.
Irving instead of Michael Jordan, it would have been the same. If it was Tracy McGrady, Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson and them are products of timing.
Okay.
I mean, they're amazing, they're great. And then also Kareem don't got no dope sneakers.
Good point.
He wasn't a Bruce Lee movie though.
He was in the Bruce Lee movie, like Yo D, like he was in the Bruce Lee movie.
Hey, that's a bad man. Don't get it twisted.
But this is my thing. He actually was on those teams in the 80s. He was on the teams. It'd be
nice.
different if he wasn't on those teams.
I think people don't really realize
Like he was
how
really
many-
like a living legend.
But when he got injured, Magic Johnson stepped up. That only added.
That was
to
that
the
one
mystique.
game.
But I'm saying, no, that was the whole series.
Or that series. But who took him there the whole season?
No. But I'm saying like Magic was getting them there too. Like they the whole dynamic of the Lakers changed when Magic Johnson got there.
It got take
got
Kareem out.
I mean,
Take Kareem out.
Yeah, because he won MVPs.
Take Kareem.
When Magic was there.
Yes. Take
he was a bad.
Good point.
MVP.
MVPs
when Magic was on the team.
when he was on he still was one of the most dominant. Why are we not talking about him? And he had the most uncontested shot ever.
He's not a guard. It is not pretty.
But we talked about Shaq. We talk about Larry.
That's the thing, though.
Larry ain't no guard.
Timeline for
We
us to
talk
talk about him
we talk about him
has
because of
moved
force.
past us talking about him. Maybe we might have talked about him when we were younger and
We
our
didn't
uncles
see him.
and parents did, but that's out of our realm
But
now. Now
no,
it's
and
Shaq,
know what?
maybe David Robinson, you know,
My point is,
Kobe,
when we
you
got-
got that.
And that's not even my point. But y'all, I feel what y'all saying with us. Go ahead, B. I want to cut
Also,
you
he
off.
won no
We still don't
MVP. He won
revere
no
him.
MVPs in the '80s.
We still don't revere him because we'll talk about Shaq, but
Zero.
Kareem got more rings.
Then
Kareem
who?
got more rings. But we
Then-
talk
then
about
Shaq?
Jerry West.
Got
Yes.
six.
But we talk
Okay.
about Jerry West. How many rings Jerry West got?
He's the logo.
Two.
Two.
Maybe one.
And here's the logo. Why the logo ain't going like this?
Yeah, why the logo ain't?
Why is the logo going like this?
Jordan should have been a
and
logo.
not that I could feel Jordan, but why is the logo not going like this? And we're not teaching them to play like the best all-time leading scorer. Why do we not teach that shot?
I think a lot.
More people could jump through the free throw line than do that hook shot.
That shot probably blockable now.
I think a lot of problem with
Show me.
let's say with Kareem
taller.
it's not just about his play on the court. I know it's not. It's got to do with his stance. Had a lot to do with why the NBA. They
I can
talk
see
about
that.
him being
I won't
great.
disagree with that.
They talk about him being great, but they don't.
You say that, but he's not
celebrate him.
blackballed. You understand? You can say that all he want his stance, but he's not blackballed from shit.
I
He's
heard
been
that.
an introvert at times and has reclused himself.
I've
from
heard
doing
that
a
too,
lot of
Dick.
things
Put
from
it
the
this
league.
way.
I've heard that too.
So now they owe him something because now he's one. Now
because
I want to be a part of the league.
He's a part of the league now, but it was a long time before he got in.
I
After he retired, it was about a good 10 or 15 years where he couldn't even get an assistant coaching job. And that wasn't and that was
absolutely.
that was not a coincidence. After a while,
Goddamn,
everything
72 years
changes.
old.
Everything changes. Even the guy that put their black fist up ain't shunned no more. They could come back and they were shunned
get
for
love.
years.
Oh,
They
just-
were shunned for years from the Olympics.
A random comment, and it's going to piss me off. But when it happens, Colin Kaepernick is going to get honored by the NFL in the future,
Exactly.
and I'm going to be pissed off about it.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, that's all.
My boy
It's
D
fun-
Bell said the
but-
true GOAT. Salute to my boy
It's
D
gonna
Bell.
happen. That's my point. It's like, yeah, he right now we look at Kareem and say, oh yeah, but we don't know all the years this man couldn't even get a job in the NBA. That was for a reason. Now, and not just because he was a Muslim, no, because his stance on racism and the fact that they felt betrayed by this man. They did.
How you feel betrayed by
They
something?
felt
He was
they-
that before.
NBA?
They felt, yeah.
He was that before.
So
he
it's
got
what-
there.
what you mean,
betrayed. When he was at UCLA, he wasn't talking that much. And they felt like he was going to be
His
that.
name was Lou Alcindor.
No, he was.
Lou Alcindor. There you go.
He came into the
There
league.
you go.
They said, "Oh man, look at this big giant of a man. You know what? Everybody,
shy kid.
Everybody loves this
Shy.
guy.
A shy kid,
He's shy.
a quiet kid.
He don't talk nothing. He don't say nothing. Next thing you know,
We gave him
out
the
of
world.
nowhere, this man starts talking. He
They ain't fuck with him in
he
Milwaukee
changed his
like that either,
name
though.
and
It's
everything.
Milwaukee.
So I mean, even Jim Brown.
They got beer.
Jim Brown took a lot of flack too, but
Jim Brown
they was
did.
scared of him.
And he
Jim
got
Brown
out
was
quick.
Like, Kareem, if you're tall ass,
And he only did 10 years in NFL.
Right.
He only did 10 years.
They was scared of
And
Jim Brown.
Yeah, that was
they
a
was
tough
scared of
10
Jim
years.
Brown.
That was a tough 10 years.
Is that why he did the Karate Kid? Because they wasn't scared of him? They wanted to show some more power.
Who, Kareem?
Kareem.
I don't know, because them long ass roundhouse kicks, I would have dodged one of them shits.
That wasn't too convincing to me.
That was not too convincing.
Nah.
Back in them days, I had to bring it
About my
up.
man Greg Hodges, but that's a whole nother story.
Let's talk about that. Did we talk about Craig Hodges? We briefly touched Craig Hodges.
Greg Hodges was the
3-point champion.
He was the black Steph Curry back then.
He was the black. Nah,
No, he ain't no ball. He just shot some balls in the
They got-
contest.
yo,
He wasn't cooking nobody off the dribble.
No, I'm just
nah.
Craig
But,
Hodges.
Nah,
But-
he was the 3-point man.
but
He was
you
the
know what? We don't
3-point
talk
dude.
about him even
Right.
when they talk about when it comes to 3-point championship.
No, we don't talk about him
No,
no
we
more.
talk about Larry Bird.
Right.
Larry
now,
Bird.
Now they're gonna tell me that you can tell me black baller exists.
Larry Bird got rings.
Greg Hodges.
No, I'm talking about just that contest.
Greg Hodges
Every time that contest, it should be called the Craig Hodges contest.
Yeah.
Craig Hodges was the best to do it.
He got
He
black,
won twice.
but he
He
got
won
black.
No, I
Black
thought it
ball.
was 3 times. He won 3
he won
times?
3 times in a row.
3 times in a row.
Yeah, just like Bird.
He ain't walking in the locker room like, who's coming to second?
And he was part of the best team in the 90s.
Yes, he was. He won
And-
championship too.
Yo, he played.
As soon as he
played
put that
76 minutes that season.
He played 2 of them.
soon as he put that letter in Bush's hand, bye-bye.
That's
Done.
it. Bye bye. Never
Done.
see him again. Career over.
Yo, man, we it's a shame that when it comes to Kareem, he does not get the love. But I've heard both sides. I heard just like you, he was hard to get along with. He might be a bitter man right now. I don't know.
Whoa. Michael Jordan was hard to get along with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Michael
media
Jordan was
protected
bringing the
Michael
league
Jordan.
millions, hundreds of millions of dollars.
So it's about the economic power more than anything.
The whole marketing thing changed for the league in the early 80s with
Michael
Bird
Jordan
and
has his
Magic.
own
And then
fucking-
Michael Jordan put this shit on steroids and took it to another level. So the amount of not only endorsements but exposure that America had to Bird and Magic and Michael Jordan, they didn't have that to Kareem.
So
No, he
being that Kareem didn't have it at that time, he still was a factor,
Pardon me.
a major factor
Definitely.
at that point. So why weren't we still talking about Kareem? Because he's still a all-star.
Kareem came from the era
Like, he doesn't have to
of
be a new
print
one.
Media. Everybody might have loved reading about Kareem in the newspaper. They rushed to newspapers back then to get all their news.
Because when I grew up liking Kareem, I didn't know about the backlash of Kareem. I still knew he was a star.
Right.
88.
Right.
I'm 8, you know what I mean?
I didn't
8
know
years
they was-
old.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
know
yo,
that.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's the man.
I didn't know they was mad at him for standing with Ali.
I didn't know none of that. I just knew he was a star.
Right.
So he was still a star in the 80s. He didn't have to be the best, but he was still top 10. He was still an all-star in the 80s. So why are we still not talking about him? Not even why we still not talking about him. Yo, it's messed up. I'm going to just say that.
Because he is not a guard, Jay.
Exactly.
So I'm talking about the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
Look,
Right.
Shaq.
And we still talk about
relax.
we still talk about
Shaq,
Wilt Chamberlain.
Shaq don't get his just due.
Yeah, you don't think so?
No, I don't. That's the
think-
most
I think-
dominant player.
I think he gets his just.
I don't think so.
I
at
think
all.
he does.
Shaq's all over the
Shaq is all over TV.
He's
He
all
keeps
over
the
NBA
job.
Network.
No, because
But you knew that was
he's
going to happen
personable.
since Shazam.
Because he's personable.
Shazam.
He's charismatic.
So he gets it. So I'm saying he's charismatic, but so could have been Kareem. He was in the
No.
movies
I think
too.
Kareem-
No,
I think
Now
Kareem
that
was-
you just said that
Yeah,
he's
but he
personable
had
to get
12
along with.
sentences in that movie.
So
If
you trying to
that.
say Shaq Fu was better than someone who really did Kung Fu? What y'all trying to say? This boy did Kung Fu. Shaq wanted to beat Shaq Fu. Y'all like look y'all.
No, we
That's,
did not
no,
take
but-
Shazam
my brothers
seriously.
don't get as deep.
Yeah, we did not take
Get
Shazam
deep, my brother.
seriously at all. Shazam was not serious.
Yo, but
Shaq Fu, Kung Fu. He studied under Bruce Lee. He studied under Fu Snickers.
we had a conversation.
He wrote
He's a true-
he
he's
wrote
a
his
true
blueprint.
Fu
Who you
Snick.
kidding?
Yo, but we had a
He's
conversation.
a lot smooth.
We had a conversation a few weeks ago about just how money was poured into things in the '90s because it was new.
True.
Shaq is a product of that.
True.
So that's why Shaq, is seen everywhere, and he's a person that gets hella endorsements and hella look and all that burn. But when it boils down to it, if you talk about legacy, people be saying that Kobe carried Shaq, and then people be saying that Dwayne Wade carried Shaq. Like Shaq wasn't dominant.
But people that say that didn't really watch the game.
No, but it doesn't matter if they watched it or not. It's a thought and it's out there.
But my thoughts
if
gonna be out
Look,
there.
my name is my
If
name.
you look at
nigga.
the stats, you can't even say it. Because
You can.
Shaq averaged more points than Kobe, and he won
No,
final
it was-
MVP all those years.
Yo.
All those
Yeah,
years
no,
that they
one
won a
year.
championship,
No.
Shaq won those MVPs.
Yeah, but they were
I-
close.
See, I got a point. As petty as this sounds,
Shaq averaged more than Kobe.
I think
Don't
one of
say
your
that type of
points
shit.
with the media and how we felt as a culture, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong. His shoes, once he stopped making the Reebok pumps and Payless kicks, we stopped giving the same value to Shaq. As messed up as it is, as petty as it is, as dumb as it is, when he stopped being on Reebok, and
He
he
went to
started
Payless?
and he went to Payless, started giving to the people. We stopped praising Shaq like Shaq wasn't that dude. Still.
Shaqnosis was dope.
The Shaq, what was the name of him?
Shaqnosis.
The Shaqnosis. The Shaqnosis was
So
whack.
I mean, don't get it twisted. This is all
Yeah, they
branding.
were.
It don't
So it's
matter.
all branding, and it's bigger than just the player themselves.
Absolutely.
Same reason why we don't talk about Akeem at all.
Yo, look,
That's
listen.
why you say that, because Kobe, to me, never had good brand.
He did, but he messed it up.
Oh no. He had terrible branding with Adidas.
He did. It was horrible.
It was, but no, he wasn't the man yet.
But you know what?
He wasn't the man yet.
But you know what happened? With,
It was
with
kinda whack,
Nike?
though.
He was himself, and that was all. And right now, that was the best branding he could have ever had. Just being himself, being an asshole.
Right.
That Charles Barkley
Well,
branding.
I mean, now his branding is
I'm not a
something
role model.
different. But when he was
Well, yeah,
playing,
now he's the Mamba.
when he was playing, nobody,
Mamba.
people didn't like Kobe. Yo. Nobody
As a
wanted
person,
to
I
see this
did.
guy.
and for something off the court.
Right, of course.
But
But that
come
hurts
on.
your branding.
But that was a bad man on the court.
I mean, nobody took that away from him.
But to your point, I was singing earlier. I was kind of like,
So
joking.
you were singing?
Yeah. I was like, sometimes I'll be that
Sing,
he
sing,
is
sing.
me.
Go ahead,
But
sing.
just think about it. I like to be like, that's programming.
All day.
That's brainwashing.
All day.
Why would don't nobody want to be Kareem?
Was that ever
You know-
your cousin? Tell the truth, T. Did you
Nah.
ever say, because T last name is Jordan, did you
man.
ever, who you owe? They don't
I
know.
don't know these niggas. but
Was that ever your cousin in your mind?
yeah, shit. Hell yeah.
Did you say that at school anytime?
Nah, I ain't no liar. But
True lies. I
He
don't
just
know.
insinuated, like, you
But,
got my last name.
I got the Jordans on.
I
You
got
ain't never
family.
say like, yo, look, you like, TJ, you was rocking Jordan since kindergarten, consistently.
yeah.
See, I'm not lying. He's not lying. So did you ever say like, yo, Michael Jordan, my cousin? That's why
Nah.
I get. You ain't never say that.
Nah, that's my last name. Wearing my last name on my foot.
Talk that talk.
But
Now, Jordan dominated the media as far as sneakers
Yeah,
and
but
all that.
also-
Nobody else had commercials.
you know what? We're not all 7 foot, right?
Uh huh.
Who the fuck I'm getting a hook shot off on? I
used to
can't
get it
imitate.
off.
I'm just
He's
saying.
gonna be in the
like
12th row.
the you imitate Mike with the tongue out and all that, and you imitate him. You
Up
want to
and
be
under
like
layups,
you want to
with
be
the
like
up and under
Mike.
layups.
That up and under lit. Yo,
Every
D, let me see the up and under. That was that one. That was that
The,
one.
the one in
I used to do it in your backyard,
but,
D.
but you want to be like Mike. You don't want to be like Kareem.
no. I mean, your point is the point I make about Mike Jackson and Prince. That's the same point I made. The same point I made last week.
And you made a good
About-
one.
About they're both great, but nobody wanted to be like Prince.
But we still talk about Prince. We do not talk about Kareem
No.
in the NBA. He is not even top 20 of people that we talk about. NBA does not. They say, yo, only reason why he gets talked about recently because Kobe only need this many points to pass him.
Right. LeBron
So-
about to catch him.
LeBron's about to catch him.
Yeah.
We don't care. We meaning the NBA. And I'm like, yo, are we just gonna keep looking at like, all right, yo, that's just
If
the
Kareem-
top,
if-
and we're not gonna say who this man is and what he meant?
Like when I see Kareem on talk shows and everybody's like around him talking to him like regular, I'm like, don't y'all know who this is?
They act like they don't.
But he's 72. I'm 30.
I get it.
He should be in plan. It's not up to you or me or us. The NBA should be giving this man his
To
respect.
me, he's not revered high.
He is not
To me,
revered
he's
high
not.
enough.
Not just for his play, for what he stood for. And
What he
everything.
stood for. Shout out to Cousin Bill saying that, man.
What
like,
are they supposed to be doing? What are y'all looking for?
Yeah, like,
I'm just
hell
saying,
no, we
like,
won't
look,
go. I don't know.
This is what I'm
I don't
saying.
know,
All right,
D.
I put you this way.
Something.
I put this way. When Muhammad Ali would walk into the room, people be back down there
Yes.
on their knees over this guy. Kareem walks in the room like a regular guy.
because he ain't had no mouthpiece on him.
Yo, T, I was about to say that. Is it because he has no bars?
He don't have no
Shaq had bars.
He wasn't flashy.
Shaq had bars.
He wasn't arrogant. Look,
He's
look,
Kawhi
turn
Leonard.
around. Turn around. Look, you want to know why they ran the room? Because he did shit like that.
Who?
Standing
look,
over
Ali?
Muhammad Ali.
Yo, he's Kawhi Leonard.
Standing over people
I-
and they
I-
knocked
Oh,
him
he said he's Kawhi
I
Leonard.
think Kareem,
He's Kawhi Leonard.
Kareem was definitely under
Who, Kareem?
Yes,
misunderstood.
Kareem is Kawhi Leonard.
Yo.
Tim Duncan.
Ooh.
True.
Vanilla.
It is.
You say it was vanilla?
Yes.
Bad motherfucker that don't
Vanilla
talk.
bean.
Vanilla.
Vanilla bean. No extra.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing extra. Just come in and do his job. And
He had no sprinkles.
now what he did outside of there, as far as you know, activism stuff like that, that wasn't the wave at the moment. Like that was public enemy number one at the time. That's profitable now.
I think it's still
It's
lingering.
profitable now. It's
Right
crazy.
now it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Time, but Kaepernick's not for him. It's like I said, he's gonna get his props later in life when my kids are older. You know, my son will talk about it.
And I'm gonna be pissed about it.
He's gonna get it. That's the way.
Nah,
history repeats
I'm
itself.
gonna be so pissed about it.
History repeats itself all the time, man.
Damn.
How Tommy Smith and them get love and nah, fuck y'all, man.
They get love
Yeah.
now. The one that raised their fist,
Oh.
yeah, they get love now. They wasn't getting no love
Fuck
before.
yeah.
They get love now. They was banned from all Olympic shit. Now they can come back home. Shit, even Ray Charles was banned from a whole state because he
Banned from a whole
'cause he
state.
canceled a concert.
Yo, the game is crazy. Game is crazy. We ain't gonna hold it too long. We about to head on out. Yo, it's one last person who I gotta lighten it up a little bit. No one in R&B is looking like this. The hair is not like this anymore. But this man right here, is this hairstyle ever gonna come back? Is this look ever gonna come back? What y'all think? This
Who's that? The nigga from IMX or Immature?
Yo, nah, this is dude from Jodeci. This is
Oh,
like
that's
Devontae.
Devontae?
Yeah.
I mean, if I could grow hair, I would start it. I'd do it.
You would start this right
I
here,
can't
then?
really tell what it is.
Yo, he got a part right there,
The moppy-
but he got the
moppy
up top and
curls,
and it comes out like
Those are curls.
this.
That's what
It's like
curls.
like a curl ponytail. You got like 4 ponytails like up top. Is it that
Oh,
one?
I can see that happening.
For who?
Game is best.
I don't do that with that. That was in style.
I don't know, man.
I
Styles,
remember that being in style.
Styles looking crazy.
That's
I don't-
that must be a light skin thing.
That gotta be.
I don't know. I just hope it never comes
Gotta
back.
be, 'cause,
I gotta put a lot of people on the suspect role. Yo, you on suspect right now. I ain't gonna say you coming home, but you suspect right now. This goes out to Amari. DJ Envy, you on suspect right now. I don't know if you need to come home, but you looking real suspect.
You get your boy LeBron up there.
Word.
Brian. Your brain is suspect right now, cause I don't know why you ain't coming home. You need to come home, Brian.
Yo, it looked like it's just pushing back. The headband was pushing.
Yo,
the shit
we
back.
loving you over here.
Man.
Kareem, you was going real hard with the beard and the fro.
And the
Chops,
goggles.
Shout out to Kareem. You was going real hard. You know, salute to you. You came home eventually, but you still had the beard.
What was this about?
What?
You had the whole.
Yo, hold on, we let that beard go by?
Chops.
That's a mutton chops.
That's
Yeah,
nasty.
That's them old.
That's a mutton chops.
Mutton.
With the no connect on the chin.
That is-
We really let that
Nasty.
beard go by right there. I don't,
That is very nasty.
That's how it was.
it was bugged out. That was a different kind of beard.
Was that the 60s or the 70s?
That's freaky.
That looks 70s.
That's real freaky.
I don't know what's up with that beard right there. That beard was real different at that time. But you eventually came home. And at the home of Beards and Baldheads, we are going to salute Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's what we going to do.
He got a beard and a bald head.
He got a beard and a bald head, and you one of the best to do it. Salute to you, MJ. You still get love over here. Salute to you, too. And salute to my man Anthony Avent. You know, always give him enough props. That's big bro right there. And some other stuff we're gonna get into next week.
We need to talk about Iverson. How they gonna look at him in 20 years?
How are they gonna look at him? And remember
He
when
get mad love.
but remember we had that conversation last year, around this time. Who's more important? Jordan or AI, who had a bigger influence on the NBA? And it came at different times in their careers. When who was the most important?
That's a great
On the
question.
mechanics
Well,
of the game?
We had that conversation last year.
Mechanics,
Oh, we're gonna bring it back up.
influence.
Influence. That was my specific point. Influence.
Influence.
Influence of
And
AI.
next week,
Overall, I'm gonna lean on AI. That's me.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
definitely AI.
I'm gonna lean on AI.
But the actual
But
game,
overall,
Jordan.
as far as skills and moves, everybody emulated Jordan.
yo, when that crossover came out, it was real.
something that was banned.
It was real. It was real. You know,
Get
Sure.
Tim Hardaway.
Tim, we're gonna get to all that. Yo, shout out to my barber, shout out to my stylist. I want to hear everybody on the check-in. Let me make sure I shout out everybody. Shout out to my brother Smooth. Shout out to my cousin Bill. Shout out to Lamar Maxon. Friend of the family, Queen City. James J. Lewis. You know, I'm gonna say James. Shout out to Broly. Shout out to Angela. Shout out to Sco, Chris, Mike, Uncle Mike. I definitely shouted you out. Hope the party went well last week. Shout out to Jared, Tony. Shout out to who else? Jackie, Nefertiti, Dre, Sharika, Alana, CJ. Shout out to my cousin CJ. Shout out to the General. Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Maul, Walter, and everybody else on the check-in. Camellia, shout out to you. And everybody else who checked in. Tim, everybody. With Beards and Baldheads. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my stylist. Yo, Tim, I need you to call up the show. That's my Philly LIU people. Shout out to him. I need you to call up the show. We always rock for our people. Shout out my man King. Never question God. Shout out to everybody on the check-in with Beards and Baldheads. Next week we'll holler at you.
Peace.
What's the score of the game? I see the Giants was up.
16-15.
This is terrible.